in our company, we go by this saying, if we're embarrassed by the product, push it out. If you push out your product and you're not embarrassed, it's too late. The only way you will know if people will like it is push out the product, give ideas, show your ideas, and give feedback. The moment you create a product and it's perfect, it's already too late. My name is Thibault Corens. I'm from Belgium, born and raised. I came to the States for college, and now I'm working on my venture here in Atlanta. I've always loved building things as a kid since I was young. And I always, everyone has a dream, and I always wanted to become like a toy inventor. Which is awesome because I actually did that. I invented a game. It's called Q-Hog, and we did that, which was fun. And now basically with Presso, I'm basically just, living my dream, building and creating new technology, which is really exciting. But I've always been, as an entrepreneur, a lot of entrepreneurs can probably relate. It's definitely not an easy road. There's a lot of things that you forgo, such as, time with family or friends, but I think it's personally worth it for me. Presso is a 5-minute dry cleaning robot, basically, which can clean, press, and disinfect clothing. We are currently focusing on the film industry, where we keep actors safe and give quick turnaround options for the wardrobe departments. But we are also focusing in the future on retail, so return apparel, as well as apartment complexes, hotels for business travelers, airports, etc. The main thing is, of course, traditional dry cleaning, which takes a lot of time, which we have solved. Our turnaround time is 5 minutes rather than 2 hours and driving back and forth to the dry cleaner. Sometimes when you go to dry cleaners, it could take multiple days for your clothes to get back. So that is definitely something that we have solved. And then rather than, we are positioning ourselves in a new sort of market. So it's something completely new. So it's not exactly dry cleaning. It's not regular cleaning. It's more of an instant clothing care that we're focusing on. And we're able to do this because we are able to meet certain quality requirements that other like quick steamers and stuff are just not able to reach. I think one of the biggest things I had to go over with is, knowing how to properly position myself so I can be the most useful, because at the end of the day, for me, the goal is to move our product or our ideas forward, while of course growing as a person. But as I mentioned before, it's all about people. So, being able to position yourself and other people together to be able to most effectively push a product forward, I think is one of the biggest things I've learned so far. For me personally, being an entrepreneur is having the freedom to create whatever you want, of course with the added struggles, but it opens up so many doors. Being an entrepreneur, it is definitely a lot of work, but you can create whatever you want. And I think there's so much beauty in that. And that's why I love doing it. I think one of my fears might be, will I make it, or will I be able to make an impact? I think that's the biggest thing. I think all entrepreneurs are creators. They want to impact the world. They want to create new ideas. And of course, you want those ideas to be used. But it's okay. If one idea doesn't work out, you can always, create another one. So it's basically just keep innovating, keep making changes, keep improving, and keep helping people out. I think my biggest achievement as an entrepreneur is going to be more personal. So for me, it's just personal growth. But I think, we, as a young entrepreneur, at least, I think, we've raised a significant amount of money. We are making an impact. We're seeing customers happy. We are seeing a change in the market because of our product, which is, great. One of the biggest advices I can give any entrepreneur is, take the first step and connect with people. In any business, but especially as an entrepreneur, it's all about connections, all about who you meet, who you can help, and who can help you. As well as, taking the first step is the most important part, because you can have a whole plan, but if you don't start it, nothing's gonna change. And the first step is always the hardest, but once you take that first step, the second will become easier and it'll roll off from there. I believe that. I will never tell anyone to try and avoid mistakes, because those are the ones you truly learn from. I believe I've made a lot of mistakes throughout, of course, but I think for me, my personal biggest mistake was making sure when you start a new venture, for instance, you know exactly who you're doing it with if you're doing it with someone else. I think, it's all about people. If you do it with the correct person, you're going to have a great time. You're going to make a big impact. If it does not as much. And I learned that the hard way, but I learned it, so definitely make mistakes. Making mistakes will teach you. In our company, we go by this saying, if we're embarrassed by the product, push it out. If you push out your product and you're not embarrassed, it's too late. The only way you will know if people will like it is push out the product, give ideas, show your ideas, and give feedback. The moment you create a product and it's perfect, it's already too late and someone else will have done it, basically. So just go for it. If they don't like it, that's okay. No one will care at the end of the day except you, but you will learn from it. To figure out your market ready, there goes a couple of aspects. So one, of course, is the most important part is always talk to customers. Figure out if your customers want your product, if they will use it. If they don't, check out different markets. Figure out where you best fit in and just talk to customers. That is the biggest advice I can give you. Thank you, viewers, for watching FounderX series by Designhill. So you can always follow me on Instagram, which is at Thibault Corens. Or you can follow the company, which is at Presso, and then you will see all my updates there.